Thank you very much, sir.
Again, I congratulate the 7 newly sworn-in ministers. Congratulate you and thank you on behalf of this country for accepting to serve your nation. The moment is challenging. The present situation called for a very serious commitment. Yours is a duty to serve, and that's what you've come to do. I really appreciate the fact that you've taken the oath of office and ready to serve your nation at the time we are facing the challenges of economic growth and other items like the security challenges and others. It is not easy to find just the unique people that we surrender their life, freedom, and other responsibility to serve their nation at the time of these challenges. I am sincerely happy that you've done that. And you are here today to be part of a very committed team of Nigerians who had been working tirelessly since 17 months ago that we assumed the responsibility of governing this country. We face the challenges of growth and danger of doing nothing. And you are called upon to join the team to rescue this country. Service is the hallmark of this human endeavor. You have been called upon to serve. Since 17 months, I thank many of the ministers that are present here today for hard work that they've embarked upon tirelessly to put Nigeria on this recovery path. Economic recovery is on the horizon. We have a good path to realize our dreams. And it's not just only for us, it's for our children and grandchildren to come. Despite the challenges, we face the job of re-engineering and retooling the economic path of this country. Yes, cost of living has gone up. I recognize that. And we've satisfied to meet the obligations of paying a new minimum wage across the board. because it was a challenge when a nation was servicing its debt with 97% of its revenue. It's nothing but end of the cliff. But today I can report to you that we brought that one down and is at 65%. We have never defaulted in paying our obligations. We meet all obligations, both foreign and domestic. We have our head above the water. All other countries too, around us and across the world, are facing challenges. In fact, there's a lot of crises in Europe and America. What pandemic has brought to the economics of the world, to the economies of the world. But we are navigating through this, and we are working hard. You'll be part of people who will receive criticism and abuse. Don't worry. Stay focused. Stay resilient. Your thank will come with the history of growth and prosperity for this country. It is my joy and honor to be part of you, to be responsible for over 250 million people in this country. We have taken the bull by the horn. We stop the scavengers. We are going to stop completely the profiteers and smugglers of our resources across the country. We are not going to run away from our responsibility. We are going to face it, and we've been facing it headlong. With you as a member of this team, I will be proud, and I am proud and honored that I'm leading you, and we will lead you to success and prosperity. All I can say is, welcome. Welcome aboard. This ship will not sink. God bless you, and God bless Nigeria.
The same thing you advise anybody who's coming in for anything fresh, stay focused. Once you lose, keep your eye on the ball, stay focused. There's going to be distractions. There's going to be governance, it's mixed with politics. But just, I believe in these new ministers. We all heard and read their citations. They come with a very rich pedigree. And they've been fixed in ministries that actually almost tailored to their experiences, both professionally and in life generally. So, like I said, there'll be lots of distractions. That is to be expected in any country. I'm not just talking about Nigeria here. But once they remain focused, put their heads down, and their hands on the plow, and just do what needs to be done. You heard the president's remarks as well. He is more than willing and able to accommodate them, bend over backwards, work as a team with them, and that's really my advice. We have there's a lot. The president said it. He acknowledged it. There's a lot of challenges in Nigeria. Nigeria has it's a heterogeneous society. Several ethnic groups, 250 million people. So there's going to be there will be challenges. Some of them are historical. Some of them due to poor and bad historical governance. And I believe that this new team, this crop that we have, will definitely do what needs to be done to move us forward.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
First of all, let me make a very small correction here. Yes, going through challenges. These challenges are going to be converted into opportunities. He painted a good picture too. Not just a matter of challenges. Not just a matter of, because he said what? From zero to where we are today. Debt servicing ratio from 97% of revenue been reduced to 65-67%. And government is equal to the task. We have never defaulted to pay these debts, locally and internationally. So these are signs of a rebirth, signs of hope, signs of renewed hope. We're very confident the economy is on the right track. That is what the president had consistently stated, and that is why what international organizations are also saying about the Nigerian economy. We have repeatedly stated, and particularly myself, at different fora, that solutions to complex problems can never be as easy, can never be as instant as coffee. We have started seeing results. We are going to build on that. And with this rejigging, we have new people on board who will also support the effort of government to ensure that the momentum is not lost. It's like a plane that has taken off. Yes, we need to refuel somewhere. And that is the essence of this. We're very confident that the new persons who have been added to this team will go along with us to ensure that we move in a very meaningful and purposeful manner. That's all I want to say. Thank you very much.
Let me start by thanking Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief, for finding me worthy of this assignment. We've just been sworn in. And immediately after now, we'll sit down with the Mother Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security to get properly onboarded through the handing over, as well as also looking at the extensive work that has been done by the Professor Tahiru Jega Committee on the Presidential Committee on the Implementation of Livestock Reforms. From there, we look at the lower hanging fruits, and then we begin to get into the field and implement those recommendations. I want to say upfront that already the newly created Ministry of Livestock Development has done a lot of data mining in terms of getting the infrastructure that is directly related to livestock in terms of the number of grazing reserves across the country, the number of cattle routes, as well as available dams and other water sources, from where we do hope to improve on the conditions of those infrastructure to make them very, very attractive for the herders to remain in one place. We are doing this because our belief in the ministry is that what you cannot measure, you cannot change. And that does not only affect the large ruminants, that will also affect small ruminants in terms of sheep and goats, as well as pigs, as well as poultry, and all other farmable, edible animals. We are going to put all of them on the same plate and make sure that we migrate them from where they are into properly unbundling that sector to ensure, one, sufficient and adequate food and nutrition for the country, safe operating environment for all the stakeholders in the country, as well as making the sector very, very attractive for foreign direct investment.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, basically, as you correctly said, for about the last 9 years, I've been working on business climate reforms. This is a new assignment. Mr. President has specifically said the trade agenda, the investment agenda, and you know there's also a Minister of State working on industry. The most important thing with the trade agreement is to make sure that we go after optimizing the AFCFTA for Nigerian businesses, which means pragmatically supporting them at this time to export their products. With the investment agenda, it's really important that we retain domestic investment and aggressively attract new investment. That means tracking all the investments Mr. President, as Chief Investment Officer of this economy, has gone after in the last 17 months, and making sure that the businesses, we've already started engaging them with our previous business champions, the businesses at the higher level and at the medium level and at the micro level, that each of them at those specific cadres are optimized to make it progressively easier. We need productive jobs. And what that means is that we don't just want any jobs. We're looking for jobs that deliver value for Nigerians. In the area of services, we're competitive. Nigerian youth are extremely competitive in the tech sector. In outsourcing, you would know Outsource Global and the initiative with the Office of the Vice President. Those are the kinds of interventions that will continue to further to deliver a vibrant economy. I think the last point I'll make is that there's a significant imperative to make sure that the trade agenda is synced with monetary and fiscal policies. And those are the things that we'll be prioritizing in the short term. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Well, in this respect, I am fully committed to keying into the foreign policy thrust of this government. The president has actually made things much, much easier by building the foreign policy thrust of his administration on the 4 Ds, which comprise of democracy, strengthening democratic institutions all over Africa, principally. Of course, development, leveraging on the African continental free trade area to encourage and harness our economic potentials. And of course, looking at the demography, we have a huge youth population. In Nigeria, 70% of the youth of the population are under the age of 43. So that's a huge demographic. We intend in this administration to leverage on the creative potentials, on the skills, on the huge capital that these young people have to bring to the country. And of course, the most important, the diaspora. We have a diaspora that remits annually 22 billion. We have a diaspora that is doing so well all over the world. And if we can partner with them and ensure that we bring them into the administrative initiatives and use them also to forge strategic partnerships with financial institutions all over the world, that would in no small way enhance the workings and the service delivery for the foreign ministry. And of course, ensuring that consular services abroad are much more effective and our citizens abroad are much happier with what they are receiving and get that sense that their government truly cares for their welfare.
Thank you very much.